wanna know.
Hi you guys, it's Nylajai'ne and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And as you guys can see by the title, today I'm going to be giving you guys a tutorial on how to do some barrel twist over some locks. Now, if you guys have not seen my other videos on how to do a basic retwist, please go back and watch those. I'm going to put them up above so you guys can go watch and see how to do that. I'm not really showing you guys how to give a retwist in this video, but I definitely recommend going in and knowing how to do a retwist first before we get into how to do these barrel twists. So to start off, as y'all know, same product as always, I'm gonna put it up here. The Neat Braid Conditioning Gel is what I will be using. So I'm gonna go in and give my client a full retwist. And when retwisting hair for locks, it is no different from the usual, except you just kind of want to make sure that the hair is retwisted in the direction that the barrels are going. They don't necessarily all have to just be retwisted going back, because you know barrels go back, but it doesn't necessarily all have to be retwisted going back, but just so that when you retwist the barrels, it will be retwisted in that direction. Y'all will be able to see what I'm saying once I actually do the barrels, because not all of the twists go back. When you twist the barrels, you kind of have to twist in left and right and all of that. So don't worry too much about that, y'all. Just make sure that your client's head is fully retwisted completely. I went in and retwisted his hair. Once his hair was done retwisting, we are not going to have to sit him under the dryer like you would do for somebody who had just a regular retwist and no style, because the barrels itself are gonna hold it. So I didn't have to dry his hair too long. So I just went in with my blow dryer and I blow dried his hair for a few minutes just to make sure that it was in place enough so that I can style his hair. And once I finished blow drying, I took the clips out, and that is where we go in and do the barrels. So my client requested 4 barrel twists, and depending on how many barrels that your client asked for depends on how many sections you divide the hair up in. But you want to make sure that whatever sections you divide their hair up in, that it is even, that it just looks like the even amount of locks within each barrel. So he wanted 4, so I went in and sectioned his hair off in half. At first I just split it down the middle, 2 sections, and then I sectioned off 2 sections per section, so 4 total. As y'all can see, I'm making sure that there's an even amount of locks within this section, but the way I section it off is like just enough to where it just looks symmetrical. Yeah, just make sure it looks symmetrical. Obviously not all of the barrels are going to be the same size, so once I have made sure that the sections are even, and that's when we get into the barrels. Okay, so for the barrels, you guys are going to see how I do the barrels on the left and the middle of his head, just because it's the same technique, but the way the locks are different. Y'all will have to watch. Starting off, you guys want to take one of the locks at the very front of the section, and you are going to just retwist it and make sure that it's twisted to the right. And you don't want this to be too tight, just enough so that everything is set in place. But I twisted one of the locks and made sure that it was retwisted and not looking too loose. And once you have twisted a lock to the right, you start to pull in locks from the left and right side. It doesn't matter which side you pull in first. You just want to make sure that you're pulling in the locks and twisting them to the right. This is no different from 2-strand twist. If you guys haven't seen my 2-strand twist video, please go watch that. But you're just flat twisting it, basically. You're putting those locks over the previous lock that you twisted, and you're just wrapping it over and under. And when it comes to the locks that are not directly from the left or the right and that are just underneath, you're going to do the same thing. Going to grab those and wrap those over. So just watch how I do this. I honestly feel like it's easier to look at it than for me to explain it. But if you guys watch my hand movements and see how I'm doing it, you guys will understand. And as you're doing it yourself, you will see how you're supposed to add the locks in so that they stay nice and sturdy. Once again, not too tight, or it will be uncomfortable for your clients. Now, when it comes to the ends of their locks and when you reach past the point of their head where you can't barrel it down anymore and there's hair left out, some stylists have different techniques where they can wrap the hair all the way around to the bottom so that it kind of just is all twisted in. Or you can just leave your client's hair out and secure it with a rubber band, which is what I usually do. I just like that look. If your client requests something else, do what your client requests. Now, y'all can go ahead and watch how I did the one in the middle. It's not really a different technique, but, just so you guys can understand where I'm pulling the hair in at. You guys can go ahead and watch and see how I do that. So when I'm done, you guys, I took my blow dryer and blow dried over his hair again just to make sure that everything was secure and dry and there wasn't any product left over, and that was it. So this is the final product, you guys. Came out super cute, and I just want you guys to let me know what you think. Leave comments on any thoughts or ideas that you guys have, as well as any other videos that you guys would like. And I appreciate you guys always so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye.